people them at Jamaica we are talking about the ghetto as suffers ghetto youth, at them can read. And because of that, them embarrassed figure out.
I'm mute my mic.
Impact,
I'm mute my mic.
Impact, me assure you something.
Everybody at morning, hold on.
Give me a chance for that. Give me a chance for that.
No, you've been talking
one at a time.
What you're not going to do, Rick,
one at a
is
time,
to
bro.
go about and go on every platform with your nonsense. We take you down this week, me and Impact with knowledge from my platform, and you find another one to come up with. Because you're coming like you like when we beat and teach you. You're coming like when we put you in your place and understand the assignment. And the assignment is anybody who has something like Jamaican people.
Yeah, defend Jamaican people. I tell you that. See, yeah, defend Banjo. See, if you look at Ando,
I have a question. Send back your request when you can talk, when you can keep quiet.
Hold on. I have no problem with you to come up here, you know. I'm not telling you the truth. I have no problem.
Him come from the week. Him come from a platform in the week when we had about 300 people that talk about. Let me tell you what I talk about. Impact, what I talk about JPS. Remember Impact? And him come up there. And the conversation was going real good until we come on the platform. Till everybody I said, why him this, that. And him come on him and say, no support, no party.
I him see one.
Said that. Him said one, and from him said that we know Blueberry, all who did on the live in the week can remember say a same time. And him don't allow people to talk.
Anybody where you see a talk about Ghetto youth, they are Jamaica suffer, and them cannot read.
Yeah, but me I share something, bro. Me I share something, you know. Impact. I make Miss Snack say something. Because Miss Snack so I say something long time. People want to keep the life active. We don't have no problem for bring them up here, but me never want to take him down. Because if I treat my chat too much, me I say something. He might talk about Ghetto youths and one bag of brother. Yo, well, labor I get $5,000 a day. And you know if you can read nothing on paper. $5 grand a day. And you can't do nothing more than just lift up bucket and carry 2 black car mix. $5 grand a day you get, boy. And the boy they say they not go work for it. $50,000 fortnight.
They don't want work.
They don't want work. Trade, man. Me not talk about trade, man. Me talk about labor friggin' up. Labor $5,000, $50,000 fortnight. And they say they don't want to do it.
You talk about $5,000. You talk about when me a lift bucket as a laborer after when anyway a deck. When me a lift bucket at 2.5 me I get her 15 bills. 15 bills. Sometimes $800. And that's where me I come from. Me say any one of them down there where I talk about ghetto youth in a ghetto and a suffer, they are the ones who are unable to read.
Yeah man, I love freeness, bro. Because there is no this. There is
the government cannot pay you for to learn a trade.
Remember him said,
the government cannot pay you for to learn a trade, and you decide to you still not take it. You cannot read.
Baby outside something, Sonny. You see this old baby I sleep out the door something. Where am I come with that notion? He came on the platform this week. How much time with the same notion? Say baby is asleep out the road. The question we asked him, and you can ask, I must have who did they panic this week, they in the comment now, we asked him, where exactly are the babies sleeping out the road? And I know him not answer me. Impact said to him, say, we send somebody for them. And I know him not answer Impact. I know. We are waiting for an answer said we are so written. I saw written. In soon a different page and come back.
We don't know what Jamaica do to them people here.
Morning, Kimmy. Morning, everyone.
Some of them.
Morning, media.
Morning, media.
You know what me can understand?
I'm sorry, sweetie. Sorry. I apologize.
Me go jump because me a listen conversation and me do want to ask Rick one single question. I want any PMP to answer me. What disqualifies Mrs. Juliet and Marie Holness from holding the position of Speaker of the House of Parliament?
No, he wouldn't answer you, Miss Knox. You know why? Because he's claiming that he is not
a PNP is for the people of Jamaica. That's
No,
what he
but in a
says.
people of Jamaica, tell me why you form the view that she should not be the Speaker of the House. Tell me. Just tell me.
Because he said they are saying that because Miss Holness is the Speaker of the House, Andrew Holness and Miss Holness act like they are kings and queens of Jamaica.
And they are, so what?
And
They
they
are.
are. And
And
they
they
are.
are,
Miss
so what?
okay, Miss Knox, can I ask you a question? Who voting the Juliet? I mean Miss Holmes as the speaker. Not them same one put her in there.
Well, to be fair to them, in this term, they did not. In this term, they did not. In the term before, in the 2020 to 2025, they did. In this
Miguel, let me
term,
answer that for
they
you. Let
all
me answer that for
abstained.
you. The reason why she's
Um,
the Speaker of the House now is because the PNP blatantly stated out of their mouth that if Juliet always become the Speakers of the House now, there's gonna be a war.
hold on. Cause somebody in the comments said something I want to address. Um, where somebody will say that's a conflict of interest. Mark Mowat. Tell me what is a conflict of interest. What interest is conflicted there?
And if you want to take a box and come, we will boldly tell you because I
There's
want you
an
to
empty
sure.
box. Come
We
tell me.
we will definitely address that. Cause you don't what they don't understand, you know. Even
Blueberry, they did ask if anyone object, and the PMP did not object. But I'll tell you why they didn't. It would go down to a vote, and it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game,
If
and
they
they
don't,
would
Miss
have it.
Knox,
So,
so Miss Knox, make it make sense real quick. If they don't even have the vote to vote her out, then right? If you're gonna go by a vote, and she have the majority vote because obviously a fear party in lead, so make it make sense. She's still gonna remain the speaker. I don't see why she had to step down. This lady been in
they
hold up. This
know
lady
that.
been in
They know
politics.
that. They know
Let
that. You
them
know.
go.
They all know
If
that.
go.
What I want is for Mowa to come and tell me what interest is conflicted in this situation. What
let me
interest
tell
is
you what they are
conflicted?
thinking. They're thinking
No,
that
no,
when
no, no,
Andrew
no,
go home
Kimmy.
at night time
No,
and Juliet
Kimmy.
go home at night time, the conflict of interest is the two of them lie down on the same bed and discuss House of Parliament, which by laws and the rules and regulation is whenever Parliament done it done. You're not supposed to be discussing, which they will people will probably discuss, but that is what they're gonna think. What conflict of interest? What secret is out there that the Speaker of House is going to keep? What secret is out there? Listen, sure, today is Sunday now. Today November 30th. I can't bother.
No, me want when Mowa there. Cause you see these people who are running with this foolishness. Me not talk loud, you know. Me not have no time to fight with nobody. You know. I'm asking specific questions. Me want specific answers. Tell me the interest that
No,
is
he's
conflicted.
gone.
Later, Sonny, big up yourself. Kimmy, big up yourself.
Big up.
Labor rights, you know, big up on yourself. I get ready for church. These PMP people get cancer from my nerves. Where they get the notion that people are suffer in a Jamaica? Point me
I'm
to
gonna
one
say this
person
to
that is
everybody,
suffering.
and I want to
Point me
say
to
this.
one person who is suffering. Anybody there,
Jamaica,
Jamaica, you know what? You
the
make me
Jamaica
shut
Labour
them out.
Party stood in Parliament this week and request that the government of
Make me shut
Jamaica
them out.
lends JPS $150 billion, which would be the amount of the cat bond that we have. The opposition leader Mark Golden and his Tapanaris and Miss Alopar Pants, Madam BBL, stood and said that it is not fair for the government to lend JPS money when JPS is a private owned entity. Now let me just put that into perspective. 72 hours after Parliament, Miss Nikisha all up her pants and win election. The on stage with Cliffview stating that there's no power in some of our constituency, and because of the place is dark, women and children are being hurt. Now, this is the same class my party that says the government should not lend JPS the money to do the recovery process and speed it up faster. And I'm not going to let go off of that lady shirt because she make a bad mistake when she call her and win the election is by body. And she stood and she said people are being hurt in her constituency that is without light. And what she got is that the power will be restored sometime next year. The People's National Party want Uno Jamaican to live in a darkness for entire 6 months. Because if they're saying if JPS don't get the money, it'll go take that long for JPS get money. 6 months of darkness. 6 months.
Them are hypocrite. Mrs. Somebody in the groups so them are hypocrite. Them are hypocrite for true because what this does, the longer the people take to get electricity, then they can come back and say, oh, the government have the people in a darkness for 6 months. Huh?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Them will try to bring up everything against JLP and Andrew them. Why? Because they want to use it. It's called cycle. They might use them head.
Reverse psychology.
This is a mind thing. They might try to play with.
JPS.
You understand?
JPS no more.
And the way me say too, Mark Golden and make himself see like say he's the prime minister for BNP right now. So it come like say for me, me upon this.
Why would you even
prime minister we have?
They're trying to get back light.
When you all go on every platform, I want to tell the people them because make we look good, you know. This 2025 are done. I 4 years ago left. To debunk the lies and the things them that they're saying on social media against the prime minister. But you see that JPS something, yeah. Me want to make sure so we don't know what. That's why you see the whole week me and impact me, Joshua, but they on my platform for 6 hours. I tear down the lies them. 6. I couldn't believe it's so long impact. When we come down. Because we had to do it. We had to go down with JPS.
I would the scavenger right here, so call Yamed. Because I'm not a Yamed. I'm a very educated person. And only a dumb person
I am a Yamed.
What will reach our doorstep? What will reach our doorstep is the time for vote for the labor right again.
Exactly.
That we are wait pan. So if you don't feel like say we not at that we are wait pan. For vote for them
tomorrow,
again.
Tomorrow should call. At tomorrow 2030 should I call? I'll see.
We can't wait. At that we are wait pan. At that we can't wait pan. At that we sit down and we doorstep and wait pan.
Guys, tap the screen.
For vote for labor right again.
You are telling
bright.
me,
just like them, I come tell about
says out of his mouth media.
Yes, man.
How sure are we? How sure is the Jamaican?
What you say?
How sure? My Golden said.
Election tomorrow because the PMP they not learn yet.
Me say I wish at tomorrow they call. I wish at tomorrow they call, man. Remember me tell you, cause they not learn.
Man, I go on good in the man. I go on good in man. I help the people, man. The people, them I bash the man.
Oh, dear them tell my MP, my prime minister, they apologize. Them brighter out of apologize. Andrew respected because if Andrew was somebody even darker, you should have tell them which part to lift up. Them brighter out of. But apologize for what?
I tell the people, I'm not cutting them.
Without talking to me, I say for all my MP, Jesus Christ, if my MP was the Prime Minister of Jamaica, people go to jail every day. Every day want me to lock up one of them, and I could have bet them life with my MP like Prime Minister of Jamaica.
If we were to put the apology into context, my brother, Sonny Dan, you know you're my brother, I love you like fresh vegetable.
Sonny Dan, what?
Well, I know, man. If we were to put apology into context, when Honorable Portia Simpson Miller stood on stage and say, "Me not frightened for no girl, no boy, no day, no how, and anywhere me I go, me have my crew," wasn't that a threat?
Somebody needs to go for that statement.
So if Andrew needs to apologize, then I believe they should find a way to bring back to Portia Simpson Miller memory. Not guys. Please don't take me wrong now. I'm not making mockery of her sickness because we all understand she's sick. But if Andrew needs to apologize for saying he's going to the word war into context impact. Him a go war the critics and the notions and the lies that out there. The man never say him a go war the Jamaican people. Him say him go toe to toe with them now because him tired of it.
Just like
and I fully endorse him going toe to toe.
Yes.
Now let's look into the context. Portia stood on stage and she stated out her mouth that she not left her crew. You know what that mean? Once you're in the streets, you know what the crew mean. You know what that means.
Hold on, sis. So I make them never tell some PG if you apologize and they say go get wicked pan them and me junglist them for back me.
No. Why they never go tell the woman like say if I war and we should not like the labor rights, figure apologize. But Andrew Honest is the one that needs to apologize. Huh? Andrew Honest is the one that needs to come out and say, oh, I'm so sorry for saying for war. I'm not threatening for nobody. A full time the man talk up. A full time himself.
Them a beat them for the past what,
media.
10, 15
Media.
years.
At the end of the day in the media, Andrew Honest only have we person who tell them to suck on my mama and love him. Simple mathematics. But guess what? We are trying to run a respectable platform, so we not do that. We not tell them that. We are trying to uphold the standards of the Jamaica Labour Party. But Andrew Honest at this point in time, Mr. Sir, if me did see me yam out for you to hold you and give you
and say my try for hold the leadership and hold it with pleasancy and that he should, but the man is only human like me and you. I want more to talk about the man mother in life, everything. A person really can't take so much.
Go suck out your big old mother. Andrew only this. Andrew wants to go nyam crutches, nyam Gillette crutches. Andrew wants to pick them a batty man and him sit down and him take all of it. He sat there and take because as a mother median if somebody call my pick the batty man, me know say me I kill that. Me not take that with a grain of salt. And just imagine how his mother is feeling sitting here every day at this.
You know, all of this. No dignity.
No dignity.
When you have a nation, and you have a body of people following your party that you're the leader of, and you hear these kind of stuff, what do you do as a leader? How do you show character and dignity? How do you do that? In a presidential debate between Barack Obama and John McCain, I think, and somebody stood up and tried to accuse Barack Obama of being a Muslim. Right then and there, in the heat of the debate, John McCain stood up and said, no. This person is a decent man. We have different political views, but he's a decent person. I also, in the second time of Barack Obama's presidential campaign, somebody rose up and made a statement about Mitt Romney. And Barack Obama, in the same instance, deflected that, debunked that, and said the same thing. It's a decent man. We are, yes.
Follow me media. You follow me media because you miss out in the week.
I see it, you know. So when I'm asking, and if that sounds too far-fetched, Nelson Mandela, as president of the ANC, yes, went to prison for what, 27 years? And when he came out, he had all the reasons to be bitter and angry. Exactly. When he came out, he said that if it is that we're going to rebuild this country, we're going to have to forgive them and work alongside them. Nelson Mandela.
Hold on, L. PG, good morning. PG.
Morning.
What say you?
No, more say something pertaining to them people over here that we are disrespect the Prime Minister. Me no love that. Because the most educated and disciplined man on earth run Jamaica. Me a 66-year-old and me know all of the politicians. Them. And none of them do what Andrew do. None of them do what Andrew do. So I respect him.
Siaga tried. So we can't take it from Siaga. We can't literally I believe this is what I believe, PG. And I'm young, right? So I believe that the things that Siaga wanted to accomplish when he was the Prime Minister of Jamaica was not accomplished. And Andrew said, Ewa, these are some good policies, so I'm going to pick them up when me take over.
Right.
I just believe that Siaga, me believe, says Andrew a follow. Maybe my lead little bit, but me believe my follow in a. If I'm wrong, you guys can tell me say I'm wrong, but me just believe that.
No, you're not. No, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong.
Beg your little piece there. Remember beg your little piece before. Let me correct certain things. Alright. Remember, what we have to remember, the great Hugh Shearer. Remember the great Hugh Shearer. Because what Hugh Shearer have done and bring us through the coming up, it wasn't a long time, but he was steering it. He remember if you go back and see how many school Hugh Shearer built for Jamaica. And to build the education of Jamaica. You understand me? Because of you, Shearer. When Shearer come, when Michael Manley remember Michael Manley take over from Shearer. And when Shearer stepped down, the country was booming. Booming. We have how everything was going for Jamaica people. We never have to go market. You could have stay in your community. You sell your sugar cane, you sell your coconut, you sell your banana, you sell everything you could have sell because you have every truck where have a factory in a Kingston. They coming out to buy your product. So you never have to run. You could all you do, you just stay warm and do your farming.
Talk out loud.
True. You understand me? So that's why Jamaica economy could have able to be one of the biggest economy we have in the 60s, come right up to the 70s. And since Michael Manley take over 1972, Michael Manley take out all the criminals them from jungle and place them in the 14th parish and say, free. Them able to come in the community, the public, we used to have PWD, right? Those are when you broke your stone, you have the stone truck come around and buy your stone from you. So you never have to go nowhere. You broke the stone and then the same when you sell them, the same stone you sell them, I hit them go use and patch the road. It was normal.
True.
When they used to fix road, the road they used to fix.
Remember that.
Alright? So we are in the 60s and the 70s. We have to remember where we're coming from. Because if we don't remember where we're coming from, we can't know where we are go. And that is what with the drunk of them. Because the drunk of them fly high. You understand me?
I also happen to benefit from the trucking program because I think we used to sell guava.
50K, please stop the screen.
We used to sell guava. We used to sell guava. We used to sell mango. I think at the time they used to buy the guava and use it make guava jam.
Of course.
Yes. I think also I used to remember people that sell chocolate. Of course, Aki and coffee are the same thing, but I think if my memory serves me correct, I saw people selling chocolate back in the days. Me personally sell guava. People used to come in the community, buy the guava, and you pick your guava and you sell them, you get your money.
Yes. You never have to go no market.
So every year I used to have a coffee factory.
Understand that, Uncle Outlaw. Understand that. What me I say is, and again, me want what me as yes the 60s. Remember no, me can't talk about the 60s. Me can't talk about the 80s and the 90s and it's like the early 80s either. You see me? Me can me and I can't even talk much on the 90s because me did young.
That's why we say. That's why we are
But
happy.
what me say is,
Kimmy,
me remember Siaga. I met Siaga at UE.
Kimmy. That's why I'm happy if you know say I'm still with still
Yes,
alive.
grapefruit and
So we
orange.
can,
Well, me never used to
yeah.
sell orange. Me used to
I
sell
met
If I tell you all the
okay,
foundation, where
I
the
met Siaga
foundation,
at UE one day. I was
because
in
if
the
you
UE
don't know where the
library.
foundation, all the foundation make, you cannot speak and you cannot
Yeah.
hold on to what you have
But
now. You
remember
understand me?
now,
But even
guys,
though me participate in it outlaw, me
power
never
talk
know
chat.
say it start under Shearer. Because this for me was late or mid 90s when we used to sell guava.
Yeah, man, a share from Shira,
Yeah
man.
man, mid 90s.
I
I
remember
want to
now,
ask. I want to ask.
we were a producing thing now. 'Cause even in a school, we used to do farming.
Yes.
And me, farming was one of the what we farming was one of we subject.
So,
Yes.
so let's say this, guys. Let's ask a question. If Siaga, Honorable Siaga, rest in peace, sir. If Siaga had gotten a third chance, as how Dr. Olness is getting the chance now, do you think that we would have been far better off? If
We the
Siaga
be
had gotten 2 terms,
we
3 terms,
listen in a
far better
19
off than they
Gimme,
are now.
gimme. If Siaga did get that third term in a 1980, all these stupidness where that go on could never go on because when you look downtown Kingston would be like the best place in New York. You understand me? Because remember now, that park when built up, St. Grand William Park, that park would have been a state of the art park to the day now
Yeah.
under the minister of Andrew Holness. Because it would have kept up, it would not become PMP toilet. You
Well, it
understand
fixed
me?
now. It fixed it clean up now and nice now.
You understand me?
It's
So
very
with
cute now.
if you know
Very
say
demure.
if you know say labor right can come back and bring back the park and make it becomes a community park again. Thank God to Michael Andrew Wellness. You understand me? 'Cause I remember after the 80s in 1989 when it finished and the PMP take over. The criminal early bird him and one of them will come down and the PMP them in win and then come down and come take over MPM, right? And the whole of them take what people igla things and extortion and these iglas them are same PMP. Majority of the igla them are PMP. But it was so good. Edward Siaga could have able to open free zone. Him open free zone. Him open free zone. Down Marcus Garvey Drive, and him open one a Montego Bay, and that was controlling the west. And everybody in a Kingston could have all the ghettos. You can name it: Jungle, Waterhouse, Painland, all of them did have a job. And it was task work. It was no labor work. It was
So would
task
you
work. You could have do task work. Work as much
impact
money as you can.
impact outlaw maybe Knox elbow PG maybe Uno can answer. Would you say the opposition now is the worst opposition in our history?
Most
Comparing
definitely.
to
It's the
back
criminals.
Most definitely. There's no
Past worse.
most definitely because what is happening now? What is happening now? The country, if the government doesn't stand their ground, the PNP will run this country to a civil unrest. Undoubtedly, this crop of PNP, this crop of opposition is the most disgusting and threatening to what Jamaica stands for. Hands and feet down.
Man, them after the money. The money they want.
I saw something. Opposition that Prime Minister elect Friday. They made a video and said Friday used Andrew Kraft and win this man that was in government for 24 years. 24 years. In my run St. Vincent. And this man Friday, they said use Andrew Kraft, which is the same being humbled, being quiet. Him not answer like how they expected him. And you see, guys, what me can give to my Prime Minister, I'm in a business who want call me Yamet for my Prime Minister, me Yamot, because the man smell good. So and the man having brains. Because let's not take away the fact that this man went to school while running a country and managing the economy. Let's not take the fact that this man brought down the unemployment rate while going to school. Let's not take out of concept that this man brought down the murder rate while going to school. Let's not take out the fact that the man put laws and add more benefits to the National Health Fund while going to school. Let's not take away the man hard working things that he did while he was going to school. Let's not take away the hospitals and the police stations that were upgraded while he was attending school. Let us not take away the fact that this man, one Andrew Holness, said to us, the you students, we're not gonna get transportation at night time now for carrying around the yard, so nobody can take you nowhere. And he put that while going to school.
I think
you are like misunderstanding that this man conquered and come to Jamaica and give Jamaica a better upliftment while attending school.
The thing is also, and the question you ask about the opposition, if this opposition is the worst the government has ever, Jamaica has ever had, you have to look at what they're after. They cannot argue that the country is underdeveloped. What they're arguing, or what is left of them to argue, is to attack the leader of the country. And certain attacks that they're coming with, what are they? Look into them, people. What are these attacks?
Nonsense.
Personal attacks. So even if you are going to attack the Prime Minister, attack him on policies.
But
what policy?
When I say get to youth,
what sensible argument can you mount towards the leader of the country that is policy oriented? There's none. So you have to attack him personally. And this is a man that has been beating and teaching, as Kimmy just says, angle the economy, angle the state of the country, all while going to school to do his PhD.
Alright. Here what me can understand though. Them say get a youth get the hardest fight. Now, we as Jamaicans, right? And Andrew Holmes is a born Jamaican that raised up from out of the ghetto and make something of himself. And Tiliman is our leader right now. Okay? And me not understand how people can respect that and honor that for no say. One of them that come from out of the ghetto, just most of us who struggle in a Jamaica our life to we branch out and go other places and I try to make something of ourselves. He's the same thing. He's a person, right? And I say Andrew come from a background. Wait, and I say Andrew Holmes come from a background where things was given to him and he lived upper class. He's a ghetto youth that rise from drugs to where death.
Hold on the Kimmy. Hold on the Kimmy. Hold on the Kimmy. Media.
Yes.
What you say?
What me say? Him a ghetto youth that rise from just like how we rise and branch out and make something of ourselves, and we never sit down there. We branch out and try to help ourselves. I saw him do it. Him not born with rags. Him not born with riches in our mouth, gold spoon in our mouth.
Let me
He work for where him there right now. He strive for where him there right now.
Him who said it said that Andrew Holness is a nobody and him should not
exactly.
He is. That's what he said. He said
no, he's not saying he's a nobody, but look where he's coming from. Look how people go research where Andrew come from.
Yes, I'm telling you what they said, the PNP, what they are saying, and Latta said it too. Andrew Holness is a nobody, and him not have no right to come the which party in there. And because him thief billions of dollars and was able to fund himself into the parliament.
This is a prime minister who got the opportunity to get the salary increase as part of the public sector wage increase and did not take it.
Thanks.
Now, if that strike you, there was a time when the country was going through a bind, and Prime Minister then Bruce Golding said, look, I'm not going to take the increase that was available to him. It's not the first time. And he also asked members of the cabinet as well as members of parliament to take a 10% salary cut. He would have taken a 15% salary cut and still refused the increase that was available to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to go into leadership at any time of your life, take out a book, buy a brand new book, sit down and take notes from Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. And this is a threat to everything that PNP stands for. Because none of them, when you hear a talk, now mention Patterson, Portia Simpson Miller, they mention Michael Manley, one of Jamaica's Prime Minister who exhibited leadership. And if you're looking for leadership in your party, and you're looking for what leadership is, definitely not, you can look at Mark Golding. Just take a step back. 30 minutes. Today or whenever you feel like. And just analyze. Analyze the thing. And you say, who has Jamaica at heart? Full stop. And I've asked the question before, and I'm going to ask it one more time. I am asking myself, what could be the desire of Mark Golding for this country? And I started to ask myself that question on National Heroes Day. Everything that Jamaica represents is embedded in the efforts of our national heroes. And on that day, when you as a Jamaican were supposed to honor what they have done, you decided not to. And from that point, I'm questioning Mark Golding. Yeah?
Mark Golding see a dollar sign.
So Jamaican people, take a step back and just analyze the thing.
But I'm going to say something to you, Impact. You start questioning him from that day. You know, when I start to question Mark Golding, the swearing-in ceremony, the blatant disrespect, to have not stand when the Prime Minister was coming out on the stage to be sworn in, to have not stand as the policy and the rules are that when a Prime Minister elect is coming to swear in, you should stand. Everybody should rise to the occasion. Mark Golding took it upon himself to send a message. I am not with this Prime Minister. So I am not going to stand. And from that day, I realized this man don't want nothing named unity among the parties, nothing named unity among Jamaicans.
I could honestly see with that. Don't agree with it because you have to respect the office. You might not like the person, but you have to respect the office. So I could see with that. I started to dive deep into the ideology as to why would you not honor the very lives of the men and women who toil for this country. Why would you not do that? Why would you not do that? And it's not that it is not that he was sick. You laid a wreath earlier that day at Norman Hanley's grave at Era Circle. So what am to the rest of Era them? Then account. I personally want Mark Golden.
Listen, everything is just, he's not
personally want Mark Golden out of the country.
He's not for the country because no matter. Let me tell you something. All right, I live in United States, right?
Chat.
And even though the party that I affiliate myself with, they're not in power, right? Yes, say when it comes to certain things, the parties still show up when it comes to certain things. Them still show respect where respect is due. You still show say even when Trump was swearing, them did it. Even certain ceremonies, them did it. Because respect is due.
Yeah, you respect your country.
Tell we. Right there to the party I tell you say it's not about who's in power. They could care less. It's about the values and which the land will stand for and the people them. You understand? So they represent the people them. Mark is not doing that. Mark is making it all about a party. Even though alright, even if you say you lose an election, you're supposed to still show gratitude to everybody. You're still supposed to support and say I am here for all Jamaicans.
But
people, because you never know if you was a good what you call a leader, right? You have to take the opportunity to seize the opportunity right now for gain people on your side. You just show JLP people them say, listen, I may have lost, but I'm gonna come back stronger. How do you do that? You
but
show
I'm sure
empathy.
You how cruel he is. When he was
this
Parliament, when Mark Golden was in Parliament being sworn in, the members of the Jamaica Labour Party all sat down with their heads in their phone. Nobody looked up, and he took it to heart. Nearly have heart attack. Come out and say it was a disrespect. You understand? Come out and say, oh, the people know that when someone is being sworn in, it is honorable to look up and pay attention. And him take it to heart. Him headed the hurt him, diarrhea, everything him catch because members of the Jamaica Labour Party did not look up. So when you never stand up at the swearing ceremony of the Prime Minister, you didn't stand up. You didn't recognize the Prime Minister being sworn in. When the Prime Minister was saying, I, Andrew Michael Holness, do swearing in as Prime Minister of Jamaica, your head was in your phone. Media, I was at the swearing ceremony. I had the opportunity to see this man, and I was looking at him. And based on where I was at the ceremony, I could see everything that Mark Golding was doing, and Mark Golding had no respect. And this is where, when I was coming out of the ceremony, I said to another Labourite, I'm sorry for Mark Golding, and Brown Teeth decided to attack me in pack. No sorry for Mark Golding, I said me not chat to you. But no sorry for me, I said me still not chat to you. And the man where she walk with have to turn to her and say, Lego that. And she turned around and she started again with me. I said, lady, go on now. Because if you feel like me, I go argue with you today. Not today when me have on my pretty dress and my ear comb and me I go eat food with my Prime Minister. Me I go argue with you. You understand? And it shows me from that day that the People's National Party, when they lost the election, stood on stage and said that they're going to go into Parliament with war. And it showed me that they definitely mean that, including Madam Alopar Pansa winning election. Right? And I realized that this party, this opposition, Because Bruce did have an opposition. Bruce had the opposition that Bruce had when he was prime minister. They were kind of okay. They never opposed to everything. They never tear down everything. Them put things into consideration. But because Mike Golden needs money to fix proven investment and the RJR communication group is going at all costs to tear down the government. And that is his plan for Jamaica. The plan for Jamaica is to get his hand and some money. Hence the reason why they're running with the notion that $30 million of their money that they raised for Hurricane Melissa is missing.
Good day, everybody.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah, man. All I have to say is basically, listen, we just have to keep up this fight against the PNP, and we just have to continue to make sure that information prevails where there is a lot of misinformation. Generally, I believe that what's happening with Mark Golding is not going to stop until affirmative action is taken, and that he's either cowed or he is brought to, or he has some charges on him. Because yeah, the PNP machinery now is just more hostile than it used to be. It's going. Jamaican politics turned slowly for the better. For a short while, it turned for the better, in where there was less hostility, less politicization of everything. But now they're going back into that century of what we came from, and it's showing that they're not learning their lessons, and it's sad. It's disheartening.
I want Dr. Campbell, thank you for Satan Campbell, thank you for commending the Prime Minister, but we decline the offer that you are trying to give us. We decline this calm, cool and collective personality that you're taking on. We know that you're doing that because you know pretty soon you're not gonna run for be the president of the People's National Party, and you know want to look like you know is that party. So we decline the offer. We decline the offer of you. Andrew Holness and the administration and the Jamaica Labour Party decline your offer, Mr. Campbell, of you trying to let us think that you are becoming a peacemaker. Because we know you're not. You're only putting on a show just because you want to look good on the public. So we decline the offer. We are declining from now. We don't want nothing to do with the party, and nobody now gonna help vote for you. Who want vote for you, but we are declining the offer. Keep that. Keep you over there so with Uno. You notice it's a trade, is a tactics impact. Look on it good.
I mean,
may tear down the Prime Minister 2 hours before Parliament, and then him come calm, cool and collective. Him can keep him offer. We don't want it.
Listen. The PNP is a mess. It is a mess. And I've been saying this even before the election, and nobody took me serious. What I like about this relative to the PNP is that they missed the opportunity of going with Lisa Anna and supporting her. Because outside of that, all I'm looking at are people who are just competent to win a seat. Nothing more, nothing less. And I say that because of observation that I've seen. Who, if not Mark Golden, who else there is? Who else? You are going to put Andre Arton, who can't even win a seat. You are going to put Rasta, who can't even, the country can't take him serious for 5 minutes. Who else?
And bro, them are gonna put Andre Stephens in charge.
So
I'm gonna put the fish in charge of the country. Don't worry. I'm gonna put the fish in charge of the country.
So who else? Gentlemen, people, what I'm seeing is not the Jamaican spirit. What I am seeing is not, and you cannot support a movement that doesn't inspire growth for self. Where you can look at a leader and say, look, that is what I want to do. That is where I want to go with my life. My life took a turn for a patriotic turn when Bruce came to the table. That's how I became a Labourite. Listening to Bruce talk about the country where the two we live in. And I believe that. And became a Labourite. Nobody don't know me pan the app. You can't tell me what he say now, what he do or how he say it. I reserve that right. And it was the same right that I used to follow the Jamaican Labour Party because of what I heard from Bruce Golding. Now, take a step back and listen to what you're hearing from your leader as a Jamaican. And you'll see it, it's clear. And I hope that good sense prevail in 2030. And I will say this before I go. I'm disappointed. Me a Labourite, but I'm disappointed. Because I've said before, outside of the Fidel Castro regime, the People's National Party is one of the most distinguished political organizations in the Caribbean. So, I'm disappointed that you, those Jamaican people, would settle for this. No vision, no hope, just tribalism. And that's not the Jamaican spirit.
Same.
Hey, I don't want to give me. I don't want to say I'm full restriction. I don't know if you know I see, but I have faith. I don't know how I make them people are restricted like so. So I'm going to cut it off. Yeah, big up on yourself.
Let me go live, guys. So if you follow me, just come over. I'm not sure. Alright, bro. Don't make them ban you. I saw them do me, yes. One man come from a page and say I'm going to report me because I talk too much sense about Andrew.
Yeah, man, remember say I feel them style that in a system, no want certain information for go out there. So we have to just give them a win.
That's why when you come, you have to tell them at least now and then put some roses on the screen or something. It kind of help.
Yeah, man, I know that, man. But me I cut it off still. Look more here. Nah, make